The National Weather Service in Kentucky has issued a tornado warning for Fayette County, Kentucky, until 8:51 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 8:25 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, Doppler radar indicated a large acid tornado moving at 51 miles per hour. Hazard: very dangerous tornado with nuclear thunderstorm. Source: weather spotted confirmed tornado. Impact: you are in life-threatening situation. Flying debris will be very dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be destroyed. Damage: buildings, metal-like textures, businesses, roofs, windows and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. This dangerous tornado will be near. Take cover now. Move to the closet or bathroom if you don't have shelter. Avoid windows. If you in mobile home, protect yourself from the flying debris. A tornado warning has been issued for Fayette County until 8:51 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. If you don't evacuate, you're putting yourself in high risk. A civil danger warning message will be likely issued for further emergency information. To protect yourself from this dangerous tornado, take cover now. The civil authorities issued an immediate evacuation for all of Kentucky, all of California, all of Texas, all of Pennsylvania beginning of 10:55 p.m. and ending until further notice. Massive damage had been reported by the nuclear weather. A mandatory evacuation order has been now declared and is now in effect due to the situation. At this time, you are advised to seek your underground shelter immediately. The following message has been transmitted at the request of Federal Emergency Management Agency in conjunction with the Department of Homeland Security. This is not a test. A massive nuclear explosion has been reported by the nuclear weather. At 10:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a nuclear volcano has erupted and it is causing a chaos. All residents in Kentucky, Texas, California, and Pennsylvania must evacuate immediately. Gather supplies such as food, water, clothing, medical supplies and battery-powered, hand crank or weather radio with extra batteries for more updates. If you're under the nuclear weather, evacuate safely as fast as you can. Evacuate now. I repeat, evacuate now. If you do not evacuate, you are putting yourself in extreme danger. All regular programming has been discontinued during this situation. Fire departments are attempting to stop these nuclear weather to protect residents. A national emergency action notification will be likely issued if the situation had been worsened. Tune into 101.3 FM or 92.5 AM for radio stations. More information will be provided about this situation. We interrupt our programming. This is a national emergency. Important details will follow. Please stand by. all stations shortly. Please stand by. Please stand by. Please stand by.
This message is being transmitted at the request of President and the United States government. This is a National Information Center number 4, yellow card. This is not a test. During this time, an acid weather has been reported and it has been worsened. The President has been moved to his shelter and used text-to-speech voice message by the primary entry point system using the National Weather Service's old VCR system. All regular programming has been suspended at the request of White House due to the national emergency. If your destination has been not arrived, quickly go to nearest building. All residents in United States must seek a fallout shelter immediately. Gather supplies such as food, water, clothing, medical supplies, important documents such as ID and money, blanket, charger and battery-powered, hand crank or weather radio with extra batteries for further updates about this event. The fire department is still trying to stop these events from killing residents. However, 3.2 million people in United States have died from acid disaster. If you don't evacuate, you are putting yourself in danger. If you are evacuating, tie a white towel to doors or windows. The primary entry point stations have been activated and will relay a national emergency action notification soon. Stand by for a message from United States government. More information will be sent to weather radio stations.
We interrupt our programming. This is a national emergency. Important details will follow. This is an emergency action notification. All broadcast stations and cable systems shall transmit this emergency action notification message. This station has interrupted its regular programming at the request of the White House to participate in the emergency alert system. During this emergency, most stations will remain on the air providing news and information to the public in assigned areas. This is WNBC TV. We will continue to serve the New York City area. If you are not in this local area, you should tune to stations providing news and information for your local area. You are listening to the emergency alert system serving the New York City area. Do not use your telephone. The telephone lines should be kept open for emergency use. The emergency alert system has been activated. This is an emergency action notification. All broadcast stations and cable systems shall transmit this emergency action notification message. This station has interrupted its regular programming at the request of the White House to participate in the emergency alert system. During this emergency, most stations will remain on the air providing news and information to the public in assigned areas. This is WNBC TV. We will continue to serve the New York City area. If you are not in this local area, you should tune to stations providing news and information for your local area. You are listening to the emergency alert system serving the New York City area. Do not use your telephone. The telephone lines should be kept open for emergency use. The emergency alert system has been activated.
This message is being broadcasted at the request of the White House and undisclosed organization. A few minutes ago, many attacks have been reported. The United States government and President of the United States has declared a national emergency during the situation. All citizens in the United States must seek underground or fallout shelter and gather supplies such as food, water, clothing, medical supplies, and battery-powered radio for updates. The President will be speaking on all stations shortly. Please stand by.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States.
The following message has been given authorization for release at the request of the President, the United States Government and National Weather Service. This is an emergency action notification number 2 red card. My fellow Americans, this is the most darkest day of American history. Throughout these last hours, an acid thunderstorm is happening. A nuclear explosion has been reported and it's worsening the situation. The North American Aerospace Defense Command is attempting to protect these nuclear missiles from the nuclear chaos. If you under the fire, evacuate safely as fast as you can. All regular programming has been discontinued and switched to emergency programming. Gather supplies such as food, water, clothing, medical supplies, important documents and battery-powered, and cranker weather radio with extra batteries. The President is unable to speak, and use text-to-speech by the primary entry point system using the National Weather Service old VCR system. The acid disaster can cause you skin burn, radioactive sickness. There is no treatments to stop radioactive sickness. However, you are as good as dead. Do not go outside. Going outside will result in extreme high risk. If it required to go outside, use multi-layered clothing. Evacuate immediately. If you are evacuating, tie a white towel to stuffs, to prevent from infected cells. The fire department is attempting to stop these nuclear disaster from damaging residents. All residents in the United States must seek a fallout shelter immediately. Repeating, the acid disaster is taking place against the United States, and immediate action is strongly required. More information will be provided on radio stations.
Event type is civil emergency. For Ontario, Quebec. This message is being transmitted at the request of Ontario, Quebec Emergency Management. The acid rain has been reported and it will rain in 20 minutes. All residents in Ontario, Quebec must evacuate immediately. If you are experiencing symptoms such as skin burns, radiation sickness, second-degree burn, call 911 immediately. This message will be retransmitted in 20 minutes. Stay tuned for media outlets. Event type is national. For all of Canada. The Governor of Canada has issued this very urgent nationwide message to keep you safe. As of 6:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, an acid thunderstorm has been very worsening due to the situation. All residents in Canada must seek an underground shelter immediately. Bring in supplies such as food, water, clothing, medical supplies, flashlight, first aid kit and battery-powered radio with extra batteries. All programming has been discontinued because of the situation has been worsened. Do not go outside. If it required to go outside, wear multi-layered clothing and gas mask. The fire department is trying to stop the situation from killing residents in Canada. If you do not evacuate, you will face certain death. If you are evacuating, do it now. The Prime Minister of Canada and his representative and family has been sent to underground bunker. The United States government has also declared a national state of emergency. Evacuate now. I repeat, evacuate now. Stay tuned for media outlets about this situation.
Le type d'événement est national. Pour tout le Canada. Le gouverneur du Canada a émis ce message national très urgent pour assurer votre sécurité. À 18h45, heure avancée de l'Est, un orage acide s'est beaucoup aggravé en raison de la situation. Tous les résidents du Canada doivent chercher un abri souterrain immédiatement. Apporter des fournitures telles que de la nourriture, de l'eau, des vêtements, des fournitures médicales, une lampe de poche, un premier kit médical et une radio à pile avec des piles supplémentaires. Toute la programmation a été interrompue car la situation s'est aggravée. Ne sortez pas. S'il est nécessaire de sortir, portez des vêtements multicouches et un masque à gaz. Le service d'incendie tente d'empêcher la situation de tuer des résidents au Canada. Si vous n'évacuez pas, vous ferez face à une mort certaine. Si vous évacuez, faites-le maintenant. Le Premier ministre du Canada, son représentant et sa famille ont été envoyés dans un bunker souterrain. Le gouvernement des États-Unis a également déclaré l'état d'urgence national. Évacuez maintenant. Je répète, évacuez maintenant. Restez à l'écoute des médias sur cette situation.
The following message is transmitted at the request of United States government. This is an administrative message. The disaster is now over. However, massive damage have been reported as well. If your shelter has been destroyed, please call 911. You may now safe to exit shelter but do not touch the acid textures. Your government thanks you for cooperation during this event. All normal. Programming may now resume.
Event type is all clear. For all of Canada. The disaster is now over. However, the massive damage has happened due to acid weather disaster. You are now safe to exit shelter but do not touch acid textures. Your government thanks you for cooperation during this disaster. All programming may now continue.